Jerusalem, a city sacred to three faiths, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. For centuries, empires clashed over its control. By the 12th century, Jerusalem was the heart of the Crusader kingdom, a Christian stronghold in the Muslim world. The Crusaders, Western European Christians, had captured Jerusalem in 1099. Their victory shocked the Muslim world. Holding Jerusalem was more than a military objective, it was a religious obligation, a symbol of Christian dominance. The city thrived under Christian rule. Pilgrims flocked from Europe, seeking blessings and forgiveness. Trade flourished, bringing wealth and prosperity, but this era of peace wouldn't last. The Muslim world sought to reclaim what was lost. The Crusader kingdom was a precarious entity, surrounded by powerful Muslim neighbors. Internal divisions plagued the Christian leadership. Kings and nobles squabbled for power. One such ruler was Guy of Lusignan, a man of ambition but questionable judgment. He ascended to the throne through marriage to Queen Sibylla. His claim was weak, and his rule divided the kingdom. Guy's rival, Raymond III of Tripoli, commanded the powerful Knights Hospitaller. Their feud weakened the Crusader defenses. It was a division Saladin, the rising star of the Muslim world, would exploit ruthlessly. In the Muslim world, a leader emerged, Saladin Yusuf ibn Ayyub, known to history as Saladin. A brilliant strategist, a charismatic leader, a devout Muslim known for his chivalry. Saladin united the Muslim forces of Syria and Egypt. He forged a powerful army, his goal to drive the Crusaders out of the Holy Land. His rise coincided with the Crusader kingdom's internal struggles. The stage was set for a showdown. Saladin was not just a conqueror, he was a scholar, a patron of the arts. His reputation for justice and mercy, even towards his enemies, spread throughout the land. In 1187, Saladin struck. His target, Tiberias, a strategic city held by the Crusaders. Guy of Lusignan marched out to meet the Muslim army. Badly outnumbered, outmaneuvered. The Battle of Hattin was a disaster for the Crusaders. The scorching heat, Saladin's tactics, the Christian army was annihilated. Guy of Lusignan was captured. The true cross, a holy relic, fell into Muslim hands. Hattin was more than a military defeat, it was a psychological blow. The legend of Crusader invincibility was shattered. The path to Jerusalem lay open. Section 5 at Jerusalem's gates. News of Hattin spread panic. Refugees streamed into Jerusalem. The city braced for siege. Saladin arrived in September 1187. His army surrounded the holy city. Balian of Ibelin, a seasoned Crusader knight, commanded the defense. He had only a handful of knights and a militia of townspeople. The odds were stacked against them. For days, Saladin's forces bombarded the city walls. The defenders fought bravely, but they knew their situation was desperate. Jerusalem's fate hung in the balance. Balian of Ibelin knew further resistance was futile. He approached Saladin not to fight but to negotiate. He offered to surrender the city, but on one condition: spare the lives of the inhabitants. Saladin, known for his mercy, agreed. No massacre would stain his victory. He allowed the Christians to leave Jerusalem peacefully. They could purchase their freedom, but those who couldn't afford it were enslaved. On October 2nd, 1187, Saladin entered Jerusalem in triumph. The city, lost to the Crusaders 88 years earlier, was back in Muslim hands. The event sent shockwaves throughout Christendom. Saladin's capture of Jerusalem was remarkable for its lack of bloodshed. He allowed Jews to return to the city and respected Christian holy sites. His actions contrasted sharply with the Crusader conquest of 1099. Saladin's reign ushered in an era of tolerance. Muslims, Christians and Jews coexisted in Jerusalem. He allowed Christian pilgrims to visit their holy sites, understanding the importance of religious freedom. His actions earned him respect, even from his enemies. Chroniclers praised his chivalry and sense of justice. He became a legend, a symbol of Islamic piety and leadership. The fall of Jerusalem sparked outrage in Europe. Pope Gregory VIII called for a new crusade to reclaim the Holy City. Three of Europe's most powerful monarchs answered the call: Richard the Lionheart of England, Philip II of France, and Frederick I Barbarossa of Germany. The Third Crusade, a titanic struggle between East and West, had begun. Richard the Lionheart emerged as Saladin's worthiest opponent. Their battles became legendary. But despite some Crusader victories, Jerusalem remained in Muslim hands. Richard and Saladin, though locked in combat, developed a grudging respect for each other. They negotiated a treaty that allowed unarmed Christian pilgrims to visit Jerusalem. The Third Crusade ended in a stalemate, but it solidified Saladin's legacy as a great leader. Saladin's recapture of Jerusalem was a turning point in the Crusades. It marked the beginning of the end of Crusader dominance in the Holy Land. His victory resonated throughout the Muslim world. It restored their pride and solidified his image as a champion of Islam. Saladin died in 1193, a year after the Third Crusade. He left behind a legacy of military brilliance, political acumen, and religious tolerance. He is still revered today, not just by Muslims but also by many Christians, as a ruler of great character and vision. His story is a reminder that even in the midst of conflict, compassion and understanding can prevail. Saladin's capture of Jerusalem is a tale of conquest, but it is also a tale of mercy, tolerance, and the enduring power of faith.